It's me again. You know, I am talking about the laws of attraction and speaking things into the universe and ways that you can see that these things have happened so that you can learn how to manifest and create the things that you want in your life for things to happen. I'm a strong believer that what you put out into the universe, it will come back to you. What you do to others, it will come back to you as well. It may not always come back to you the way you think it will, but it will come back to you. So just want to let you know something that I did throughout this process, and that I still do. Because like I said, this is all new to me, and I've been doing it for like the last couple months, more than a couple. I want to say I've been doing it since February and of this year. So I've been doing it since February of this year, and I have seen a lot of things manifest, and a lot of things have just changed for me. Again, this is what worked for me, and hopefully you can take some of the ideas and tips that I give to help you and try them yourself, and that way you can see them for yourself. So let's dive right into that. So I read Laws of Attraction, the one by Catherine Herstow. I hate reading, so I listened to the audio, which had the words with it. So, I mean, I guess that was kind of the same, but in my mind, it tricked my mind to make me think, oh, you're not sitting here reading freaking 300 or something pages. So that's what I did. Now, the laws of attraction are the laws of attraction. The rules and all that of the universe, they won't ever change. I don't care who wrote it, what books you see. Some books are called unlocking the subconscious mind. Napoleon Hill wrote one on being successful and how to create a life full of abundance and financial things and things like that. The version that I read was more about self growth, getting out of your own way, learning how to think positive and stay away from anything that's negative, getting out of old behaviors, letting go, not having any resistance against anything, and, just basically working on yourself. So that's what I've been doing. I have been hearing about this all my life. Like I said, my cousin, she's taught me about these things throughout my entire life. I would see some of them come to play and some wouldn't. But again, I just really started getting into it more on my own and not going off of what she says and things like that. So I have begun to practice this for what has been maybe 8, 9, 10 months since February up until now. And it's now December. This is what I have been doing. And I've gotten more into it as time has gone by. And I really mean I have seen drastic changes in my life. So I hope that this could help you. So one of the things that I did that it talks about is asking the universe questions. Put things out there that you want to know the answers to and just see how the universe answers them and if you get the answers you want. Because again, like I said, I believe that you meet everyone for a reason. People come into your life to teach you and show you different things. So I'm going to go in on some of those things. And I have my little book, so I'm not lying. This is what I do. I have a notebook that I have, just a regular notebook, with all of these different little things in here. I jump around pages. I doodle a lot. All of these things. So, I'm not just saying these things just to say them. I'm actually trying to bring these things into my life. Amen. So, alrighty. So, one of the things that I put into the universe that I wanted to know the answer to, which is an exercise in this law of attraction process, so that way you can see if it works. So one of the things was on the week of November 7th through the 11th, when I really got into it of 2017 and trying to see how it really is, I asked the universe to send me someone with ideas on how to use different things to help me to get started with what I want to do, such as speaking. I love to talk about my life. I love to talk about experiences. I love to be able to assist people with different things that they may be going through. I love that. Like, I just love to listen and talk and give advice. Now, I sent that out, like I said, the 7th through the 11th of November. On November 25th, 2017, my question was answered. And I'm not saying that it's like someone's going to say, oh, Candace, go toward the light. This is what you're supposed to do. No, I'm not saying that. It's going to answer, your answer is going to come in various ways. So on November 25th, 2017, the universe answered my question. I was at my, grandmom's funeral, which was the day after Thanksgiving, as you can tell from the date. 2 days, after Thanksgiving. And I was telling my cousin, I was like, hey, just talking randomly. And I said, hey, I'm trying to start these channels and these recordings, but my nephew is very, very computer savvy. Technology, he knows how to do everything. Like, he could probably have me sitting here looking like I'm flying or something like that. That's just what he do. But I was telling my cousin, I said, but I can't keep waiting for him because he is the busiest little 14-year-old I know. Like, I literally have to book an appointment to talk to him, to see him, to plan anything that I want to do with him. Like, he's so busy. It's ridiculous and popular and just always doing something and always doing something. So this day, what my cousin said to me was, she said, well, hey, this is what I do. This is what I use. Go on here, check this out. She told me the apps. She told me all the different things. Boom. What did I do? One day, I decided to sit up and try it because I didn't have anything to do because I'm a night owl. So I just scrolled the internet. I scrolled YouTube and things like that. So I tried it and uh-oh, I got it down. Shouldn't have let me learn that. The universe answered that one. So now I know how to do it and what to do and how to put these things to use and different things like that. Also, another time was on December the 1st of this year, 2017. When I decided a different walk and a different path that I wanted to do and how I wanted to rewrite the book and the chapters of my life, to rewrite my story, to get rid of old negative things that were in my life, or in toxic relationships, friendships, habits, just things that I have been so accustomed to for so long. I wanted to get all of those away from me. So along with this, one thing that it says to you have to get rid of doubt. You cannot have any doubt. When you're trying something new and it doesn't seem like it's working, you cannot have any doubt at all. You have to try to remove that. Matter of fact, I'm not going to say try. You have to remove that. Okay? But I know it takes time. Because like I said, I fall short sometimes as well. I'm not perfect at all. So I was like, okay, and here I was just looking at different things and I had said to myself, but even when you ask these things to yourself, you still are putting them in the universe because you're putting them in your mind. So I said, how's this going to be? Is this what I want to do? Like, I know this is what I want to do because this is what I like, but do I really want to do this? Will I really succeed at this? Because, just like anything, when you start anything new, it's going to start off slow. Nobody started off right away with every single thing that they wanted. At least I don't believe so anyway. So I was like, I don't know. But this is what I said to myself. I didn't say it to anybody else. I said it to myself. And on December the 1st, my sister called me and asked me to go out to eat with her. So I was like, all right, I really didn't want to. I was tired. But I was like, all right, come on. Come get me. You driving. I'm not burning my gas because you want me to go eat with you. All that stuff like that. So she came and picked me up. So we went to P.F. Chang. I hate P.F. Chang. I'm sorry. I do not like it. That's nothing for me. Like, no, I do not like P.F. Chang. But, some people do. kudos to you. And I don't like fortune cookies. So at the end of the bill, and before we were about to leave, the lady came and she gave us fortune cookies. I don't like them. They nasty. I never opened them. If I have opened them when I was little, I didn't pay them any attention. I threw them in the trash. All of that. Like, no. That's just, I don't like fortune cookies. They don't taste like anything. So I grabbed a fortune cookie and I opened the fortune cookie. And when I opened the fortune cookie, I'm going to read it to you. The fortune cookie said, "Keep going. Your many talents will take you to the top." Oh my God. Tell me that wasn't good. So I said, wow. And, I run everything by my cousin because, she's like everything to me. And she's there and she's been doing this freaking forever. So I'm like, yeah, she is my lifeguarding angel. She's my life coach. She is my therapist, my counselor. She is everything, anything that could be everything. She is the one person that I can say that truly, truly, truly really knows me as if she birthed me herself. So you'll hear about her a lot and me referencing her a lot because she's who I go to for like my PowerPoints and things like that and to understand a lot of the things that come my way. So, yeah. And I said, I called her up and I said, listen. This is what this fortune cookie said and I didn't want to go and and I read her the fortune cookie. And we laughed and she said, her famous line is, "Go ahead." Like she say that with anything. Go ahead. I can say, "Oh my gosh, Laverne, I found $2. Go ahead." Like that's just what she does. So I was like, "Oh yeah, that's what the fortune cookie said." And she said, see, I told you, it's what you attract. That's what you're attracting. It's all about your vibrations and where you are in your life and how you're feeling and the things that you want. Like, yeah. I was like, yeah. That was more confirmation that said, you know what, Candace? You have to continue doing it. Continue doing what you're doing. It will reach whoever it needs to reach. It will work for whoever wants to work it. Like you have to make it work for you. So those are just a little bit of the things that I spoke into the universe that I now have seen come to pass in my life. And I'm telling you that it works. If you want to learn how to work it and if you want to try it for yourself, again, as I said in the beginning, get a piece of paper down, ask the universe questions or ask yourself questions and just wait patiently for them to come to pass. Now, these were the most recent things that I spoke on in my life. So let me take you a little further back. So in my 20s, like I said, I was in a very, very toxic, non-healthy relationship. And I said, you know what? This is not what I want. I don't want to be with the liar. I don't want to be with a cheater. I don't want to be the girl that's like, long as he come home, I don't care what he do. Or if he doing something, I'll never know because I don't go in phones. Or the girl that's like, long as he take care of me and these kids and he take care of these bills, I don't care what he do. You lying. Bitch, you care. Let somebody ring that phone. They ain't supposed to ring that phone. Or you come in that house and he got Elizabeth in there. You care. It sound good to your homegirls. And the lie that you tell yourself to try to adjust and be okay with it. Yeah, try again. Can't fool me. Been there. Done it. So anyway, I no longer wanted to be that. So I said, I love him. And I want my family, but I kept telling him, I said, boy, I will not give you my 30s. I said, so all this dumb shit you doing, all this that we going through, all this stuff that I've been going through with you for years, from teenager on up, you ain't getting my 30s. I'm not going through it in my 30s. And if you aren't ready for it, if this is not what you want to do and you ain't got it but your shit together by then, honey, no. Because I said I do not want a life of tears, heartache, and struggling to keep a relationship together that it would appear that God himself is tearing apart. So this is what I said when I was in my 20s. And even in my early pre-going into 20s, you know, still in teenage years. These are the things that I said to myself. And I said that. And here I am at 30, which is about, I want to say about 5 or 6 years later from what I said. And yeah, like I said, it was a breakup. It was hurtful. I was, you know, fucked up. But now, and as time went on, I said, wait, Candace, you said that. You spoke that into your life 5, 6 years ago. You kept saying that over and over, more frequent as time went on. Because I always said it. Like, oh no, when I was 21, 22, 19, 18. But as time went on, I kept saying it. And it said, Candace, you said it. So it hurts and you're upset. But you spoke this into your life. You said you didn't want to continue to have the relationship and go through the things that you were going through with this man. You said that you didn't want a liar. You didn't want a cheater. You didn't want any of those things that were him. You said that. So now that I'm a little older and I'm becoming more wise and more aware and I'm more open with my conscious mind, I can now see where I spoke these things into my life. So although it was hurtful and I was sad, but I spoke that. And now I appreciate it. I appreciate the fact that I was able to wake up one day and recognize that that was something I did not want. And I no longer wanted to continue the same behavior. Like, you know, the definition of insanity is continuing the same thing, thinking that you're going to get different results. Amen. So that's what I was doing. You know, I was insane. And now I'm like, thank you. Thank you for all those things. I'm very grateful. And I am at a different space and I have a better understanding. So I see that the universe and God as well, you know, because God is in the universe. God, he fixed that. It was like, okay, guess what? You said you don't want this. You've been saying this. He ain't say it was going to be easy. He ain't say I wasn't going to shed no tears. He didn't say I wasn't going to feel like somebody dropped a mountain on my heart. He didn't say, oh, you're going to get this stuff and speak this into your life and this is going to happen overnight and you're going to be good like nothing happened. He ain't say that. Because anything worth having, it ain't easy. Getting it. Remember that. So those are different things that I spoke into the universe. Recent and in the past that I see have taken place in my life. And now I wake up and I'm thankful. And I thank God for waking me up every day. I appreciate being tapped on my shoulder every morning and every day that I have been tapped on my shoulder. Because God didn't have to tap on my shoulder and wake me up. No, he didn't. Because somebody got skipped this morning. Somebody got skipped this evening. Somebody got skipped freaking weeks and months and days and years ago. Matter of fact, somebody's going to get skipped today and don't even know they're going to get skipped. So I began, again, you will hear me keep saying this over and over again throughout all of these things until they sink in. Because again, these are things that I do to put into myself so that I can be okay and get through each and every day. I am grateful for everything that I have. I appreciate the things that I have. I stop worrying about the things that I don't have. I don't do it. I don't even know what worrying is, honey. I can't even tell you what worrying look like. I always say, if I'm going to pray about it Why worry about it? And I'm not sitting here preaching like God, because somebody's probably like, oh, she's now she holy. I'm far from holy. I'm far from holy. But I recognize who's responsible for me. I recognize who's responsible for this happy heart that I have today. I recognize who's responsible for all the peace that I have in my life. 2017 has been the most drama-free. And I know people say drama. Oh, girl, this drama. Oh, this drama. No, like, you use it however you want to use it. I'm not speaking of drama as far as going back and forth or arguing with people or being in a relationship and things like that, or fussing and getting into little disputes with family and things like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in my life where I have absolutely nothing going on that is chaos. Nothing. Nobody calls my phone with issues. I mean, we all have issues, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the, oh my gosh, girl, we ain't come home. You know, I don't get that no more. I don't want it. Not saying that I won't listen, because I'll listen, you know, because I believe that in order to want a friend, you have to learn how to be a friend, and you have to know how to be a friend. So I'll listen, but I don't have to call nobody and say, oh, this is what's going on. He did this. He did that. Oh, can you believe? Oh, I just got this. Let me tell you how good I am right now. I got an $83 ticket yesterday. Okay. Seatbelt ticket. I always have my seatbelt on, but my daughter wanted to go out to eat, whatever. We were coming. First of all, the state trooper wasn't even in his goddamn car. He was on the street, walking up the little ramp, and I'm just like, cool. He was rude. Oh, he was extremely rude. Extremely. My daughter was in the back seat, all that. He was extremely rude. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, okay. He comes back. Oh, ma'am, I'm giving you this ticket. I didn't issue the ticket for the whatever for her in the back, not having her seat. Oh, it's not any points. Sir, okay, thank you. Just give it to me. I know what to do with this ticket. Cool. So he's like, all right. So as I go to pull off, and he walks over to another car to get someone else, and he looked back, and I guess he didn't think I had my seatbelt on because he couldn't see it over my coat. And he said, ma'am, I'm going to give you another ticket if you don't put your seatbelt on. Now I'm going to tell you nicely. I said, what? And I sat back, seatbelt, big as day. Did he apologize? What you think? Hell no. And everything in me, because like I said, I'm still a work in progress. I'm not perfect. I go back and forth all day. I can debate. I can argue. That's what I do. I can do that shit with my eyes closed. And I said, I ignored him. I was burning up, but I ignored him. And my dude was in the seat. And I said, Candace, if you go back and forth with this man, and you know your mouth, because my mouth is just as toxic. I know I'm going to say some shit that's really going to, boom, make him even more mad. Because you got to know yourself. I know me. And I said, I'm trying to get home. I ran out the house with some sweatpants, a hat, and all that, because everybody know I don't mind leaving out the house looking crazy. I ain't trying to impress nobody. And I said, he would find a reason to lock you up, tow your car, and then you're going to be out White Marsh Precinct looking dirty because you got on sweatpants and slippers and all that, because all you were doing was running to the store with your daughter because she wanted to get something to eat. We went to IHOP. Yeah, I went to IHOP looking like that. But, so I was like, all right. So I let him yell. He didn't apologize. I kept on going. I looked down. I said, let me see how much this ticket is. It was $83. Oh, I was blown. Oh, I was so blown. But I realized I was more upset at the fact that I didn't go back and forth with this man when he saw for himself that he was wrong. Because I did have my seatbelt on. You get what I'm saying? And I pulled off, and it ticked me, and I yelled in the car for a split second, and I screamed for a split second. But I was like, all right. I said, girl, You got 30 days. You're going to spend that $83 on something else. Because y'all eat out all the time. Mind you, we had just came from the store getting stuff to cook. We went to IHOP. So I said, that $83 is going to be spent on something else. I could go to court and drag my daughter in there and say, you know, I had my seatbelt on and he was just very rude and discourteous. Why? Everything don't have to be a battle. Everything don't have to be challenged. When you right, you right. When you wrong, you wrong. You know why I'm not worried about it? Because the universe saw that. The universe heard that. God saw that. He'll deal with him at a later date. Because it may come a time where he do something or he may need something and somebody is discourteous to him. Or it may come a time where as though something is going on in his child or his wife or his mother or his father or somebody in his life may be in a situation where something may occur and somebody is discourteous to him when they're wrong. When the person is wrong. Okay, so I'm like, don't worry about it. So I took that $83 ticket and I turned it into a positive by saying, it'll get paid within the 30 days. You'll spend it on something else. Look at it as a donation to the court system or whoever it goes to. I know it's crazy, but that's what I did. I didn't allow that to change my day because I'm not letting nobody or anything take my peace. I don't care if he was wrong, right, or indifferent. I don't care. And you don't have to always let people know when they're wrong because he was a state trooper. So his whole demeanor was like, he felt like he was whatever. And I didn't even care. I took that ticket with a smile on my face and said, thank you, sir. I already know how to pay it. And that, I believe, is what made him mad because he turned around again and he yelled and he was wrong, you know. So just again, if you're having a bad day, if you didn't have a good day today, or if someone makes you mad, think about it. Say it to yourself. Do whatever it is you have to do to get it out, you know, and address it if you need be. If you have to, address it. And let it go. Try to find the good in it. So, I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you learned something that you could use in your own life, in your own day-to-day. And see you around for the next video.